Samantha Weiss knew early on she didn't want children.
I want to say I was about 12 years old.
Permanent sterilization was always her plan, but she thought there would be more time until it looked like the Supreme Court would overturn Roe v. Wade.
When the draft leak happened of the overturn, that's kind of what really got my butt in gear.
At 24 years old, she had both of her fallopian tubes removed.
After I got it done, it was so freeing.
Samantha lives in Missouri, where abortion is banned except in very limited circumstances. And she's just one of many women and men considering and undergoing permanent sterilization. Reddit channels like Child Free growing, with 1.5 million subscribers and users turning to similar Facebook groups like Sterile, seeking sterilization, as more restrictive abortion bans are put in place. In North Carolina, state lawmakers over the summer approved a 12-week restriction.
I have seen patients come to me across the spectrum.
Dr. Kavita Arora is an OBGYN at the UNC School of Medicine. She says she's seen an increase in requests for procedures like women getting their tubes tied or even fully removed.
Over and over, I hear that they were on the fence, that before Dobbs, the risks of surgeries was too much and it didn't make sense for their health care.
Now politics propelling them to make the decision.
The abortion bans push them over that fence.
How much do you think it's increased in the last year and a half, let's say?
I've talked to colleagues around the country about this, and we've seen anywhere in some practices from a 50% to other practices a 200% increase in requests.
And it's not always easy. For some, doctors simply refusing to do these types of procedures. Samantha was turned down twice.
I went in and I saw my usual gynecologist, and he made me feel really, really invalidated.
She says her doctor cited an old study with old data, which said 80% of women who were sterilized before 25 regret their decision.
I remember going back out to my car after that appointment and just breaking down and sobbing.
Samantha did her own research, though, and eventually found the right doctor. Even before the Dobbs decision, there was a decrease in adults wanting to have children. A Pew survey in 2021 showed 44% of non-parents aged 18 to 49 say it's not likely they'll have children, up from 3 years before. But most of these sterilization procedures are irreversible.
It's important to remember that sterilization is permanent, that it cannot be easily reversed, and that you cannot have children afterwards.
There are other methods of birth control that are still considered safe and reversible, including IUDs and vasectomies.
I think people should have the ability to make their own decision about their reproductive future and not to be forced to be pregnant if they don't want to be.